Welcome to another episode over here on my channel. This is my second video, and this video will be about the Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 12 Reunion Part 1 and 2. So, come on, let's get started. So first, we're going to start off by talking about the fashions. I'm into fashion. That's what I do. So we're going to talk about that first. I mean, for this reunion, I would like to say everybody looked nice. You know, being as though they had to do it from home, and this was a whole different thing for us as an audience viewing. So I'll just give everybody an A because they're trailblazers with that. Like, we've never seen a virtual reunion from anybody. So with that being said, I would like to give a special kudos to Cynthia. In my eyes, I think like Cynthia just looked beautiful, timeless, elegant. It was just something like real Whitney Houston about it, like 90s Whitney Houston, like, you know, just like beautiful goddess, just everything. I love Nene's just because I watch Nene YouTube channel, Life of Nene, and I seen how like she said like she had to change at the last moment and, you know, throw something on, and just to throw that together at the last moment, the girl looked good. You gotta give her credits. Candy looked really pretty. I like the little flowers, cute. Her hair, I feel like it could have used like one little track up here. But it's cool because the fact of the matter is she said that she did her own glam, and I know these ladies, when they go on camera, they're not used to doing their own glam. They're used to having their teams and everything. But because of the pandemic and everything going on, she had to do it herself. So I just give her kudos for it all the way around. Porsha, I loved the crown. She looked gorgeous. Kenya, I loved her dress, and her hair is just always gorgeous. If I had to say like a least favorite far as like their look, I would say Tanya. I didn't care for the red lip. Like, that red lip was just extreme with that white dress, and it was just something about the dress that was underwhelming. But she looked cute last reunion, so I just wish we had like a little more edge from her. But it's cool. Again, I'm giving everybody a pass because it was virtual, you know. And see, I felt inspired by it. You know, I'm sitting at home, dressed in my all white, on the couch, ready for Andy to read me.
Just want to say that plum and try to turn it into a peach.
So, so with that being said, I think we started off on the part 1, and we was talking about the comment with Eva and Nene. I just felt like Eva just kept coming for Nene for some reason. Like, I just felt like she wanted it for some reason. I felt like she said she had a problem with Nene, the stuff that she said coming for her job when the show wrapped. I seen that stuff. I never felt like Nene was coming for her job.
Could play casting director on the show, what's the mix of girls you would like to actually see on the cast? If you could pick everybody who's around, from seasons past, present, future.
Oh, well, we have a great cast right now, except for one person, I think. I think only one person on this cast doesn't seem to have carried any weight this season. And I think that's very obvious who that person is. And I don't think that they actually fit in the cast that well. So
can you name names there?
Well, you know, there's this one. They're probably one of the newest people on the cast right now.
Maybe Miss Eva Marcel.
I don't feel like Eva brings that much to the cast.
What I feel like is, with the woman on the show, I feel like they feel like if you answer a question that a viewer asked, so if the viewer asks a question such as, who do you feel like should stay or who do you feel like should leave? And she hesitates like, do I really have to answer? And they're like, yes, that's. I mean, you're being interviewed, so these are questions. And then he said, well, I mean, everybody should stay, but if there is a cast member that shall leave, I would pick Eva, because I feel like for the last 2 years she has not brought anything to the show. And I just feel like That's just her answering a question on an interview. Don't take it personal unless you feel like you really have not been bringing anything. Then maybe use that as motivation for you to do better next season. Like, I don't feel like you should take that personal. That's an opinion. You can feel like she didn't bring anything, and vice versa. It just work with all y'all. I just feel like certain things is not that serious to get upset. Like, I didn't see anything that said, I hate Eva or anything like that. And hell, I just be feeling like Eva sometimes just take it above and beyond like what it needs to be. I feel like she takes it above and beyond because everything is not given the extreme all the time. Like, some things I do feel like you could just let roll off your shoulder. They're on a show. They have to answer questions from different reporters or interviewers. It's just what comes with the game. Another thing, Eva also was saying something in regards to the baby looking like Dennis with a bow. I feel like Eva, that was shade. And then she was like, what? Like, I don't know why is that shady? Like, my son looks like his father. My daughter look like her father. Yeah, but you know how you meant it. And we all know. It's nobody stupid. Like, we know what you meant it. I just felt like I wish Eva would own some of her stuff more. And I actually like Eva. Like, I grew up watching her on Top Model, as Nene pointed out 17 years ago.
I was on the red carpet. You were trying to get on when I met you, sweetheart.
Nobody cares about you being on carpet 17 years ago.
Been on
okay?
it.
You didn't save $17.
I've been on the cover of magazines.
Nobody
I've been
cares.
the face
You
of
were broke when
cosmetic
you
lines.
came to Atlanta. I've been on the cover of magazines.
I grew up watching that. I was a fan of it. You want to be on top. I watched it. So I was a supporter. I was happy when she came on the show. But I think the problem with Eva is when you ask her about a lot of stuff, she don't recall what she said all the time. And it's okay not to remember everything. And nobody say you had to have a photographic memory. But girl, this happens all the time. Like, it's like the first one's like, okay. Second one's like, how convenient. Like, you know what I mean? You cannot cop out to that all the time. Like, and honestly, Eva, since you've been on the show, you have not brought much. Like, honestly, your highlight was when you read Marlo that time. And I love me some Marlo. You read her. When you read her that time, I was like, okay, she got that little spunk. And it's not saying like you have to constantly be in drama, but girl, it's just like, we want to see like the fun side of Eva. We do want to see your kids, and we want to see your family, and your family is gorgeous. Nobody could take that from you. And yes, your skin is amazing, your hair is amazing. Like, you are a pretty woman. But I feel like we want to see more from you. Like, I want to see you and Cynthia kick it. Like, I really wish you and Porsha and Tanya and stuff would still be as close as y'all was, it looked like last season, because now that you're not pregnant, I really am here for like you and Porsha having play dates with the kids. And I would love if Shamia came on and did that too. And occasionally have Kenya come in, being so y'all are the ones with newborn babies and everything. And Candy, I would love to see like that part, but it just be seeming like sometimes like you just don't keep it 100% real. Like, kind of like confessional gangster. Like, you'll say certain things in your confessional, and then when they ask you about it, or you'll say something to this lady, and then when they ask you about it, you don't remember.
Who had been saying that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
Like, I don't vibe with that. I mean, another thing is from part one, I feel like when they asked Kenya about where her marriage stands with Mark as of now, and she was just like, they're in a good place and stuff like that. I don't know if I quite like am going for that, because I feel like this man dead ass showed us several times that he was not here for you or this marriage. Honestly, the only thing he seemed like he was there for was the baby. And it seemed like every chance he gets, he's in New York. And you are in Atlanta. It don't seem like he wants you. And it just seems like you might have watched the season and seen how, like, you look like you were trying to hold on to a man just to prove to us that you could get a man. Now, I don't feel like Kenya has a problem with getting men. I feel like the woman is gorgeous. Like, she has beautiful hair. Her shape is amazing. She is, and her skin tone is gorgeous. I just feel like, personally, her problem is not getting them. It's keeping them.
Your pussy can't even keep a man.
Oh.
Oh.
All her men want a social distance from her dumb ass.
And I don't even know if it's really keeping it, because it's just like, maybe she's going for the wrong one. Because she's gorgeous, so she shouldn't have a problem with getting it. But nevertheless, I just feel like Mark is not the one for her. And I like Mark. Hell, I like his food. I've been to the restaurant. The macaroni and cheese is amazing, and so is that sangria. I love it. Like, I love them separately. Like, I feel like Mark is a true New Yorker. Like, I feel like, yeah, like, I just feel like them together just, I'm not going for it. And I didn't like the fact of the matter that Andy kept on asking questions to Nene in regards to the Wendy situation. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't get asked questions about things that happened when the season wrapped. So the season had been wrapped, and you guys are asking questions about Wendy. And it wasn't even like you guys was asking questions. It didn't come off like you actually genuinely wanted to know. It sounded like you wanted to poke fun at Nene about what Wendy went on air and said about her, and make it, point out, oh, I feel like that's strategic and stuff like that. And you can have them feelings, but I just feel like things that did not happen on the show, why are you asking about it? Because if you're going to do that, you're going to have to ask everybody about it. You're going to have to ask everybody about things that happened when the show wrapped up. So I didn't really see the reason in that at all. Pretty much, I think that's like basically it when it comes to part 1, season 12. I'm not going to lie, part 2, it was a little dry for me. Like, I honestly sympathize with Eva. That's like basically all I remember from that part. Eva she really went through it. It seemed like with her ex, Kevin, it seemed like, or like she likes to refer to him, the donor. I feel like she really went through that, like a tough time with him. And I felt sorry for her. Like, my heart went out to her. Like, yeah, I really felt like sad as she was telling her story, and just how she was just growing up and like, on her do Eva tip, and she wound up getting pregnant by a man who was allegedly abusing her. I felt really sorry for that. And shouts out to Mike, her husband, Eva's husband, because I feel like he is like a stand-up guy, because it takes a strong guy to take in someone's child as their own. And I feel like he loves Marley. Like, he really, when she was telling the story about how he, made the petition to change the name on his own, and she came into the office and seen it and broke out in tears because she was so happy, like, he actually cared enough about her daughter to want to do that. I just was like, I take my head off to a guy like that. Like, that's the type of man you want when you already come with a child. Because most of the time, listen, these guys hardly take care of their own children, let alone yours that you had prior to. So it takes a special guy to do that. So hats off to Mike again. And I'm just here for their family as a whole. And I actually really like Eva. I just want to go on the record like that. I don't have favorites like that. I just feel like, Eva, we want to see more of you having fun being Eva. We see a lot of mom. We see a lot of the nurturing side, but we just want to see more of Eva the diva, Eva ready to go to party, Eva on vacation. Like, we want to see you do that. We want to see that side of you. Another thing that I remember from part 2 is them addressing, Porsha. That was the funny part. When Porsha wrote in and asked questions as a viewer, that was really cute. I love that. I felt like that was a good comedic moment. It was just something like to uplift it and break up, like, you know, a lot of the arguing and stuff like that, just like with laughs or whatever. I love when they can laugh and do little funny things like that. That was really cute. Another thing I want to, you know, touch on from part 2 is when, I can't remember exactly who said what in regards to Kandi Speak On It YouTube series. They were saying how Kandi don't. They were saying Kandi did not speak on it in regards to the cookie lady. And I'm about to say Candy Lady. I'm not from Philly. She all around these streets, child. If y'all don't know the Candy Lady in Philly, it's a problem. But in regards to the cookie lady, they was just saying like how you speak on it in regards to all the other topics and all the other situations, but when it comes to this one, you actually decided to keep your hands clean and not say anything. And honestly, I will agree with them. And I know how Candy was, and what she said, she basically said like, well, I wasn't there, I had nothing to do with it, and honestly, I didn't care enough to address it. Okay, do I agree with Candy? I don't think I really necessarily agree with what she said, but I understand it. In my eyes, I feel like Candy is the type of person, when she's your friend, she has your back. We seen this from her when she was with Phaedra. When she was friends with Phaedra on a show, it was several instances where they wanted to, you know, go at Phaedra. And Candy just basically was like, no, like, that's my girl. Y'all already know that I'm not with it. I'm not about to be sitting here, you know, about to go off on her or going to let y'all sit there and ambush her. That's my friend. I think that's the type of friend Candy is. When she's your friend, she might not agree with it. She might say something to you privately, or she might not say nothing at all. But on the show, she's not about to address it and like run you down on the show. She's not about to do that. She's not that type of girl. I think I just like see that in her from seeing her with Phaedra or seeing her with Porsha in the past. So I could say, yeah, like the ladies had a point, like you speak on it when it comes to all the other topics, but when you see Kenya doing XYZ, you don't speak on it. How convenient. And the women, they're entitled to feel that type of way, but at the end of the day, that's just Candy. Like, that's the type of friend she is. When she's your friend, it just seems like she's your friend, and she's not about to run you down in the media for a like on YouTube or, you know, anything like that. Like, she knows the wrong thing, you know, not necessarily even the wrong thing, but when certain things are said, the blogs will pick it up, and then next thing you know, it's on the shade room. And she's not like that. Now, I think when she really is upset with you or upset with your actions, she will address it, because you remember when she felt some type of way about Kenya saying how, what was it? Mark? No, is it Mark? What the hell is Cynthia's name is? I don't remember. But when she was saying basically how Cynthia was about to get proposed to, Candy was not here for it. She was not here for it. And she said it. She said it several times. And she made it known that Kenya was not cool. So I think certain things Candy will speak on it if she don't like it. Other things she'll just let it ride. But basically for part 2, it really was not that entertaining. I mean, it was little pockets, moments and stuff like that. But other than that, it really wasn't that entertainment. Now, I can tell you what I do want to see, or what I hope to see in part 3. I want to see Marlo speak up more. It's like, for this reunion, Marlo has been like real calm and relaxed. And not even saying I want her to be upset about anything, but no, I actually want to see her speak more. Like, she touched on certain things, far as like when Kenya showed up to her event with the marching band, which was entirely disrespectful. Like, I just feel like to do certain things like that, it comes back. It comes back. Like, you could say, yeah, the women drunk the water out of the display and stuff like that. Yeah, they did that. But it was water in it. They wouldn't have did it if it actually was product in it. Not saying that all your products are water. No, I think that just was a prop or whatever, and the women were coming at you. But I would have the same opinion if the women brought a marching band to yours. I just feel like when it's people's business ventures or anything like that, I just feel like you should, you know, have like a mutual respect. Like respect everybody just as a boss, I think. And I just, you know, didn't agree with that marching band situation. But I would like my fave Marlo to like, you know, speak more during the part 3 and everything. And I don't know, y'all drop down in the comments, tell me if you agree or how you feel. Do you feel like Candy speak on situations when Kenya do wrong, or do you feel like Cynthia, you know, hold Nene to one light or hold Kenya to another light? Like, I just want to hear y'all opinions on part 2. Like, did y'all really like this? What do you want to see from part 3? How did you like part 1? Who was your favorite dress at the reunion? Like, and just overall, just tell me how you felt about this season. Again, thank you for subscribing to all the people that have subscribed. If you haven't, please, please, please subscribe to my channel. I will make sure I get all videos out. I'm going to try to do at least 1 video a week. So again, I would like if you like this video, or no, the like will be down here. Can you like the video and also subscribe and make sure the notification is on so that whenever I upload videos, you'll be the first one to know and see, and you could just click it and everything like that. And with that said, thank you for tuning into another video over here on my channel.